NBC's Raf Sanchez, who is live in Ashdod, Israel. Raf, what do we know about what's happening? What are we seeing around that hospital right now?
Well, Chris, it's been interesting. Things were actually relatively quiet for the 7 hours or so that President Biden was on the ground here. We didn't hear a lot of Israeli airstrikes inside Gaza. We didn't see a lot of Palestinian rockets coming out of Gaza. Air Force One has left. The president is on his way back to Washington, and the fighting has resumed. We don't know if there was any kind of understanding. Chris, you may actually be able to see that looks like the Iron Dome in action behind me. Which is a sign of that rocket fire resuming again. There were rockets over Tel Aviv, which I can tell you was a real concern for both Israeli and U.S. officials. When Secretary Blinken was here earlier in the week, the sirens were going off. He was twice forced to run to the bomb shelter, one time with Prime Minister Netanyahu. And there was a lot of concern that the president's visit could be disrupted by rockets. And it's not so much that there was ever a real danger that one of these rockets could physically injure the president, but if it sounds the alarms all over Tel Aviv, you have no choice as a responsible public official but to head to the bomb shelters. So fighting does appear to have resumed intensively. We are about 24 hours on now from the explosion at the al-Ahli hospital in Gaza City. The fog of war lifting somewhat. The Israeli military over the course of the day has been presenting what it said was evidence that this explosion was caused by an errant Palestinian rocket. Two main pieces of evidence. One, drone video from an Israeli drone over the hospital that Israel says shows that there is no crater outside the hospital. You would expect to see a crater if it was an Israeli bomb, one of these massive ordnance dropped from a fighter jet that caused this explosion. Two, Israel is saying it has intercepted communications between two Hamas officials where they acknowledge between themselves that it was a Palestinian rocket. Now, we should be really clear. NBC News has not been able to independently verify either of those claims, and there is still a very big question mark over how a single Palestinian rocket could cause such a significant death toll. These rockets are deadly. They are dangerous. They do not typically kill hundreds of people. One possibility here is that there was some sort of secondary explosion. Maybe this rocket triggered some kind of either a gas canister or potentially, a Hamas explosive or weapons depot. Those are questions that remain unanswered. But as you were saying earlier, the United States is now saying it assesses that it was not an Israeli airstrike that caused this explosion at that hospital in Gaza City. Chris.